Hey people, Injured here, 1v1, Green Tooth Gorge, blue side. It's AnoMaly plays a Plague Champion, starts off range combat with this damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. This is the Death Guard elite scheme. And up against on the red side is Daniel as a Blood Ravens Force Commander, very good offense, fight in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs, and he ventures straight for the central VP Plague Champion, not even attempting that since he's so slow. As you can see, just takes his natural wreck point. Heretics moving down the east side. No second Heretic squad for AnoMaly. We do have the second scout squad though for Daniel, and we're going to see his initial scout squad patrolling this west side, trying to skirmish with whatever they find. They will find Chaos Space Marines though, most likely, and they're going to be forced off by the Chaos Space Marines unless they can take that garrison maybe. Plague Champion running into Force Commander alongside his Tactical Marines, and that is generally a decent plan if you can manage it to keep your Marines close to your commander. 476, 500, 2-to-1 cap. You don't want your Marines to get isolated and bled, because that's obviously very, very painful. Those 75 wreck reinforcements. Here come Chaos Space Marines now. Plague Champion has some help, so those scouts on the west side will have free reign to move up and decap that wreck point. Tactical Marines being tied up in melee combat. The Chaos Space Marines do very good damage in melee combat, but the Tacticals can use their Kraken bolts, which will buff their melee damage also, and they take down a Marine. Not sure what these guys were trying to do. They were trying to cap that power point for a second there. We do have shotgun scouts, and there's a knockback from the explosive shot. Suppresses them too. Chaos Space Marines getting away without a model lost though, and here come some more CSM, double CSM from AnoMaly. Not something you see all that often in 1v1s from what I've seen, and Tactical Marines run away. They did lose that model. There's a triple cap for Daniel. He's got triple scouts up, and they've done a good job so far forward capping, haven't they? And now they're backing up and capping his side of the map. He's got that triple. Force Commander is going to be persuaded to leave, and Heretics will cap this central VP. Plague Champion to grab this power. No, he's moving over to the east side. Now we see those scouts backing up and capping his side of the map. An aggressive map push there by Daniel, and it's worked out well for him because AnoMaly did not have that second Heretic squad to counter push any of the points. He went for that rather slow double CSM opening. Are we going to see double snipers from the other scout squads and keep the shotgun guys to cap and skirmish? Heretics backing up there to take the power, and now he takes them off the cap to bring them into combat here. Needs to get behind some cover. He's out of cover with his CSM and his Plague Champion. Really poorly done there. There's heavy cover right there with those rocks, and he's not using it, and he runs into all of the scouts with his Heretics. Yeah, badly managed engagement there, I think, from AnoMaly. I would have just kept capping with the Heretics and try and hold up the Space Marine forces as long as possible with what he had behind cover, which he didn't do. He's lost a Chaos Space Marine model now, 365, 485. We've got scouts with shotguns. Do we have two of them? Yes, we do. Two scout squads with shotguns. These guys very, very lucky not to lose a model. Wow. So those Heretics are going to have a hard time of it in their default state, since those double shotguns will keep them at bay and do a lot of damage. But look at this AnoMaly with Raptors on the field, jump troops that suppress enemy units when they land. Some good damage output from these guys, 30 DPS melee damage per model. Double CSM Raptors, a pretty solid opening in terms of raw battle potential. If you see a full army v army fight, you'd think AnoMaly would have the advantage there, because after these Raptors jump, they're going to be immune to the knockback of these shotguns for around 3 seconds or so, maybe 2 seconds, depends how long the jump is. 3, 4, 5, 4, 8, 5, there's a jump. These are the bolter scouts, and they certainly don't want to get close to those Raptors forced off there. And I imagine we're going to see both players going into tier 2 with what they have. And triple gens up for AnoMaly. Daniel has no generators at all. Anything on his force command has gone for the power source. That will help him put pressure on those raptors. That 50 DPS power melee damage also improves his battle cry buff, which is good, especially if he can catch all of his units in that battle cry. Those shotguns are going to ramp up in damage pretty close. If you can micro them well and get them close to enemies but not too close to be in trouble. He decaps there. I think he should have held off on a decap, and now he's down to one model and needs to get them out of the engagement. Raptors taking damage all over the place. They get away with that on model loss though somehow. Do they? Yes they do. The force commander also gets away. That is a lucky escape there from AnoMaly, and now he's forcing melee on all of his stuff. It looks like there's a nice shotgun blast. He has shotguns on all 3 of his scouts now. I really was expecting some sniper play. He's got Eternal War on both of the CSM squads, increasing their damage by 20%, both melee and range. And yeah, scouts don't want to fight them in melee combat. Tactical Marines, who's going to lose a model first? With the overwhelming numbers, it's the Tactical Marines that retreat out. They didn't lose a model. In fact, I think we've seen very little losses on Daniel's side in all. He has lost maybe 3 or 4 scouts and 1 Marine, but that wasn't too bad. Raptors drawing fire and not doing a whole lot else. Shotgun blast, wow, he was blobbed up really sloppily there and got hit. Both of them got hit. There's the jump from the Raptors, and now the Force Commander is chasing things down. There's the Battle Cry specials. Is he going to get a model here? He's wearing my might, and he does get a model. Can he get another one? Still chasing them down. Another special hitting both models. Needs a normal attack here. Bang, gets another. Can he finish the squad off? Very nearly. Wow, 9 hit points they were down to, and Force Commander gets away. Really good aggressive Force Commander play there. Just couldn't deal with him. That battle cry is so annoying to deal with sometimes with scouts. 2 of them with Sergeant, so you might see some nasty grenade spikes. I don't think these heretics especially want to approach them, and it would be good to catch Raptors after they land. Heretics sticking on this power, and they take down the other generator under fire. Are they going to get away from this though? They very well might not if he tries a grenade throw. Doesn't even need to, just take them down with range fire. It's a 2-to-1 cap for Daniel, and AnoMaly instantly replaces his heretics. He's using them to cap melee so far, which is why he hasn't got grenade launchers or anything, I don't think. Daniel's going to get the triple, or at least a double. Didn't push power though, maybe he should have. I suppose he knew that AnoMaly was going to be back in the field at some point, but he needs some kind of map presence. AnoMaly, he's got his forces very bunched up, and I don't think he's getting the gains in the engagements that he should from having them bunched up so much. The Force Commander is proving to be a massive problem. Shotgun blast on the Plague Champion, and Battle Cry specials going off. Now he turns to engage the CSM. He's got the armor of Alacrity. If he can get the teleporter up or the Iron Halo, he's going to be incredibly annoying, but he's going to have a Chaos Dreadnought to deal with soon. Looks like AnoMaly cancelled those heretics, which means he's going to suffer, I think, in terms of map control. And it's tier 2 for Daniel, an incredibly late tier 2. Does have triple gens up though. Scouts decap and run away. Chaos Space Marines to force melee combat. Do they? No. Just gone capping duty. Scouts getting out of garrison. Raptors now being a nuisance, but the triple shotguns is making it very difficult for them to do their thing. He tried a grenade and cancelled it. 285, 442. Raptors get their aspiring champion, and almost, oh wow, he got a model from that grenade. Was that the aspiring champion? Oh, it wasn't. Another grenade on the Plague Champion's face, and he's going to go down here. Beautiful play from Daniel. Down goes the Plague Champion, but here is a Chaos Dreadnought looking pretty revolting with the Death Card scheme. 2-to-1 cap. Noxious Cloud on the scouts out of sheer frustration there, I think. Does get a model. Did he get another off the other squad? I don't think he did. Chaos Dreadnought with that auto cannon by default. And we have double CSM pushing down the western side, maybe looking to shoot some gens up. And I think he should. Ignore the VP, just shoot gens. Nope, he wants to decap. Should have gone after the gens, I think. Double Eternal War CSM can shoot down gens pretty well. Here we see the Force Commander using his sprint ability from the Armor of Alacrity. Just gliding around there with that power sword. Gets a plasma pistol as well, of course. And doing some good damage with that pistol to those CSM, as you saw there. 285399. Chaos Dreadnought shooting up a node. Here comes a Plague Champion. Plague Champion can repair, of course, so you might want to keep this guy close by his Dreadnoughts because he doesn't have Heretics to repair. Daniel getting double Devastators up. One of them at least, you would think, with a las cannon maybe. Or he might get double Vengeance. This one with a Heavy Bolter, which won't do a lot to that Dreadnought. Raptors completely fail at jumping, but they do get the suppression on the secondary passive jump. And that is pretty annoying to face, I think. You successfully dodge the initial jump and then you get suppressed by the secondary. Couple of scouts pushing the east side, but they will meet the Dreadnought. Meanwhile, the Force Commander pushing all the way up the map, holding up the double CSM. 285353 to 2-1 for AnoMaly. But you get the sense that Daniel has the upper hand here. Las Cannon getting shots in. A snare and a big chunk of damage for some reason, targeting the Plague Champion now. Suppressed. Needs to fight with the Dreadnought there, fellas. Wants to keep those scouts close because he knows he has the threat of that grenade. 285327. Devastator is pushing up with the Heavy Bolter, and Dreadnought is out of harm's way, but there's a nice grenade again. Gets some model. Bloodletters on the way for AnoMaly. Gonna jump in on those Devastators, perhaps alongside the Raptors. They do have the Power Fist and Melter Gun now, or Melter Pistol I should say. So they are decent versus all targets. Good jump there, suppressing 2 squads. Those Devastators will turn around though, so they will be faced up with a Heavy Bolter. In fact, 2 Heavy Bolters. You have triple Devastators here from Daniel. And off he goes. Those Raptors, no way they could get out of that. Right, 65 energy jump. They still couldn't have jumped again now. Bloodletters are able to do so, and Bloodletters cannot be suppressed. You can knock them back with your shotguns, but they do not get suppressed and are persuaded to back away. There is the warp shift, so they won't be damaged by this Force Commander, who wastes his battle cry there, I think. Dreadnought needs repairs. Needs to quickly tie up that las cannon and then jump the other Devastators if he can. Plague Champion still with no Wargate on this guy. He's almost level 2, and Daniel is doing a good job just keeping pressure on mid, keeping enough pressure on mid so that AnoMaly doesn't branch out anywhere. And Daniel has really got the better of him in terms of capping up these secondary points and stuff, I think. Marcozine CSM on the way. In fact, double Marcozine CSM, so any Marines caught out of cover are going to be in big trouble. And Bloodletters getting shot down. He's using the Kraken bolts on his tactical Marines, which won't help versus Bloodletters. They are regular infantry. I thought he was going to try a grenade there. Raptors again a bit wayward with their jump, but they get away with it thanks to the secondary suppression effect after they land. 285233. Plague Champion repairing up the Dreadnought and that blob of Marcozine CSM. Unless they can get away from the suppression, they're not going to achieve a whole lot. Raptors moving in though, and the Heavy Bolter is tied up, and he might in fact lose the entire Devastator squad. Sync kills going off, which is helping him escape, but he doesn't escape in time. And that's a good push from AnoMaly. A little bit sloppy, but he got the job done. It's the Nurgle way, I suppose. And forcing melee combat with the Chaos Dreadnoughts. And AnoMaly holds mid. West side is capped up red, so AnoMaly is perhaps doing a little better than I'm giving him credit for here. He's ahead on VPs. He has a decent army, and now he's getting some heretics to support it. Triple Devastators. It was a ballsy move, and unorthodox move seemed to have AnoMaly stumped for a bit there. Bloodletter's using a teleport just to get further towards this west side to cap things up. 285, 190. Here comes the Force Commander. He's level 3. And a Predator tank on the way. That's going to be a problem for AnoMaly. A big problem. He's not tier 3, so can't get melter guns for his Raptors. And he's got really no wreck to get anything else. So I'm sure he'd love to get some Havocs up when he sees this Predator tank. Raptors can do a job on rear armor if you can jump behind the Predator, but I imagine there's going to be a whole bunch of heavy bolters around, so that might be tricky. Chaos Dreadnought moving in, trying to get some melee combat going with his single heavy melee claw. He still has 73 heavy melee DPS with a ranged weapon attached. No splash though. 285, 162. Dreadnought is going to flank all the way around. That Lascannon is going to need to turn, and here is the Predator tank, and he may have seen it now. Goes after power though. 285, 156. CSM being shot up by a whole bunch of shotguns and tactical marines, and now a Predator tank, and he runs away, and this Predator tank could be the turning point that Daniel needs. Marcus Zinchius Chaos Dreadnought is going after it this way then. And these are Lascannon Predator, or that Dreadnought I think is going to take him down because he's level 2 as well. Raptors in retreat, level 2. Have drawn a lot of fire, those guys. Perhaps a bit lucky not to be bled more than they have. He's got a lot of red, Daniel. He does have the population for Terminators, so I think we're going to see Terminators pretty soon. Devastators on capping duty. The Dreadnought is going back around towards the mid. They don't want to get caught out of position by that Lascannon, I think, which is why I didn't push in from the back. 285, 148. Raptors replacing their aspiring champion. Going to try and jump on rear armor. Are they? No. Daniel is live to it and spots the threat and backs away. Here is the Dreadnought though. There's a big threat, and it's going to get rear armor hits on this guy. Lascannon needs to turn. He's okay. No sign of the power fist still from Daniel. I assume he just wants Terminators now. 273, 146. He's going after the Chaos Dreadnought with his sword. I thought maybe he was purchasing the power fist and that's why he was chasing it down there. But nope, he's just holding up the forces there and runs away. Power capped here by AnoMaly. Good play. 261, 146. Daniel getting ever close to those Terminators. Needs 100 more requisition thereabouts. And he has the 2-to-1. And it's Scouts going for the triple there. Big engagement mid now. Raptors jump the las cannon and those double Marcus Inch CSM putting some serious pressure on the other Devastators, and that's a dead las cannon. Yes, down it goes. Here are the Terminators. Assault Terminators they are. Big problems now for AnoMaly. Might be worth it to get the Bile Spear up. He could snare these guys pretty hard and then weigh in with the double Marcus Inch CSM Inferno Bolts. Terminators need support though. They can't take on the entire army because of these Marcus Inch CSM doing a lot of damage. Backing away now. 206, 146 is a triple cap for Daniel. AnoMaly is still in this game though. Struggling to get out of tier 2, isn't he? Special attack knocks the Plague Champion around. Does he go down? Yes, he does. Ouch. You see that inspirational on kill from the Terminators who lose a model there. Wow, they're taking a lot of damage. Raptors going after them now, and they lose another model. He's going to lose his squad. No, he does have his teleport, but that is some really expensive reinforcement to do there. 173, 146. Force Commander with Power Sword has been pretty awesome in this game. Down goes a Predator tank. No, it lives. Unbelievable. 5 hit points. Incredibly unlucky there for AnoMaly. That's cannon number 2 on the way. So this is the only Devastator squad he has left. And it'll get some shots on this Dreadnought. And another Chaos Dreadnought on the way for AnoMaly. Mark of Khorne and go toe to toe with those Terminators with your melee resistance, maybe. Daniel doesn't seem too interested in getting his power back. He wants VPs, 148, 146. It's very close on VP scouts. Decapping his fully matured wreck point, that's annoying. Dreadnought needs repairs. It's done really, really well though, this guy. Bloodletters will also help do a ton of power melee damage to those assault terminators. Plague Champion is down. Predator being repaired. Terminators still need to reinforce. Look how expensive that is. 150 wreck, 25 power. It's like buying a piece of war gear. And yeah, Mark of Khorne, Dreadnought. This is going to be potentially incredibly fun engagement to see if they all meet mid with his assault terminators, the devastators, the tactical marines. That force commander supporting them with the battlecry buffs. 145, 130 force commander is venturing out towards the east side though, wants to try and split AnoMaly's forces, I think. Raptor jump, going straight after these shotgun scouts. Might see a grenade and a retreat here. No, they use a shotgun blast. Now they have energy for a grenade. Kicking off mid though. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought using Battle Rage, going straight after those assault terminators, and that is a really nice special there. And they are being shot to pieces and chopped down by Bloodletters and that Dreadnought. And what is Daniel doing here? He needs to teleport these guys out. It's way too much for them to take on. Trying to get as many models as he can before he teleports out, but he lost 2 models there before he got away. I think he should have backed out a little bit earlier and wait for this counter push, because now the Terminators are out of play. Predator tank's in trouble as well. One more missile from that Marcus Zinch Dread, and again it gets away. The Predator tank, level 2 now. Dreadnought takes down the force commander who was heroically trying to take it on with a power sword and almost did so. 145, 118. AnoMaly is going to get a 2-to-1 at least here. And this is now really, really close to call. I don't think he handled the engagement very well there, Daniel. His Terminators seem to be very, very isolated. He needs a missile launcher or something. He needs some more AVs. He's up against double Dreadnoughts here. He needs to repurchase, so he can't get the Power Fist up. Is he going for the missile launcher? I don't see any evidence of it. He's too busy reinforcing. He's bleeding all of his wreck. Raptor's jumping over to try and get a triple cap here. Is this the game for AnoMaly? Daniel can drop a nuke. AnoMaly is stuck in tier 2, has tons and tons of red though. And he's going to get a triple Dreadnought being repaired. This one's now level 3, the Marcus Zinch Dreadnought, and here comes Daniel back out of his base. How is he going to approach this? He reinforces one of his Terminators, knows that he's running out of time, so doesn't keep them standing there to reinforce both. Raptors finish the cap and now need to run away. There we go. There's a triple for AnoMaly. Can he take mid? This is pretty damn vital, and I'm not sure he has what it takes to do so, because those double Marcus Zinch CSM are doing so much damage. Bloodletters are there also. 145, 57. I really did expect to see the ranged Terminators. Down goes that Dreadnought, but he's going to lose his Terminators. Ouch, painful. Did cap mid though. Tactical Marines now need to run. Predator tank trying to take models off things. 139, 53. And look at Daniel capping the east side now. Going to get a quick double, I think. There's the orbital. Catches the Bloodletters. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought trying to chase down this Predator tank, which is having trouble pathing away. Runs right into his orbital and takes down his own tank. Not very well done there, Daniel. It can be difficult to path your tanks, but I thought you were just going to continue going this way. You seem to be going this way and turned around. 102, 53.
We have 100
Daniel has... Is he going to get a quick triple? I don't think he is. These guys are going to decap in time. So he basically threw away his assault terminators to kill a terminator and cap mid. And it might have been worth it if he could keep his predator alive, but as it stands now, AnoMaly has a clear army advantage and should be able to take and hold these 2 points. Why are these guys moving away? Need to shoot. There we go. Force upon a repurchase level 4. He's going to get shot down here though. And here come Heretics as well to weigh in. Now he's in retreat. And gets away. Mark of Dreadnoughts are so freaking scary in melee combat. Even more so now that they have that melee resistance. Devastators are going to be taken down. That's the demonic strength. Didn't even kill that model though. Scouts being wiped out. Raptors doing really well. Level 4 now. 52, 53 is desperation from Daniel. Bloodlet's teleporting in. That's a dead las cannon you would think. Yeah, Daniel losing all of his stuff. AnoMaly is going to take this game. No way Daniel can push 2 points and hold them. Level 3 tax. He needed more AV. Was really expecting a power fist, and then I was expecting a missile launcher. None of them came. Level 4 CSM finishing a cap for the 2-1, 51-52. Very close at the end, and doesn't look like Daniel was going to concede. He's got a lot of resources. Is he going to drop some more Terminators here? Is it even worth it? Needs another Predator tank, I think. But he's not buying anything, which is not going to help very much. Plague Champion back on his feet, level 4, and is capping the west side. Trying to get that triple cap is AnoMaly. Daniel's running out of ideas here. Nurgle Shrine going up even to make this even more difficult to push. Scouts taken down by the damage of a time bolter. Double cap. Tactical Marines tanking that bolter like crazy. I think he's just given up here, Daniel, pretty much. He's going to lose his entire army. He calls down some more assault terminators. Where are they? They are capping. I don't think he has given up. There's the 1-1. 51-2. Tactical Marines were wiped. He's getting some more scouts here. I suppose he wanted the capping power of terminators and not a predator tank to shoot stuff down. But it's too little too late. And he concedes at the end, in fact. Knew that it was over. Just wanted to get some more assault terminators on the field. So yeah, it was a close one. AnoMaly's first Dreadnought did very well, and his Raptors did very well. And I don't think Daniel just didn't prioritize anti-vehicle as much as he should have. Power Fist would have been awesome. It's a big chunk of resources though. 200 rec, 50 power to get a Power Fist. But at least get a missile launch drop or something. Over-reliance on Devastators and Bloodletters and Raptors made them pay. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.